Good morning, boys, and welcome to Tuesday, October 27th. Let's start this day in prayer. So let's fold our hands, bow our heads, and talk to God. Dear God, keep us safe at work and play. Help us be our best today. Amen. Awesome. Okay, let's look at our flag. Hold it up right here for you. You can look at yours at home. Hands over our hearts. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, I have a fun song that we sing after we do the Pledge of Allegiance. See the colors in the flag, in the flag, in the flag. See the colors in the flag, they're red, white, and blue. All right, let's jump into our day. This is what we're going to work on today. We are going to do our Bible lesson. So here's our Bible lesson worksheet. We're going to do our number 3. So in the packet that I gave you, pull out your number 3s. We don't have a letter this week. Remember, we're reviewing all the letters. Letter F, letter B, and letter C. And we're going to do our 5 little pumpkins. So we're going to need our scissors and our crayons for this. And then we're going to talk about a class dojo project. And they're having a contest about the coolest mojo masks. So they gave us 3. And you can pick which one you want. We're going to cut the eyes out. And then you're going to decorate this by marker, crayon, paint, whatever you want to do. And if you want to enter the contest, then you send these back to me and I can get them to Class Dojo and maybe you'll win a prize. We also have a video that we're going to do, a video series that we're going to start working on from Class Dojo. And it's about our emotions and our feelings and why we feel the way we do and maybe how we can handle them better, or give you some tips on that. So we're going to watch a video too. That's going to be linked to the Class Dojo Moms and Dads, and I put the first video up for our class story, so you can just go on from there. After you watch the video, there's a couple questions, so it is going to be an activity where you're going to help them with, because you're going to be asking them questions and they're going to be answering. So let's start off with our number 3 worksheet. Now, if we've already done this, we're kind of a little silly or flip-flopped because we switched our field trip, and today, last week's field trip on Tuesday with today's lesson. So I'm not sure if you already did this, but if you did do it, that's awesome. And if not, and like I said before, it's really okay if moms and dads write these letters and these numbers with pencil, and then you can go ahead and trace them. So we're working on number 3, and the reason I like number 3, and I think I've told you this before, just like I like the letter B, is because I think it's half of a snowman. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to trace and then see, maybe moms and dads are going to write the 3 on that all the way along the line, and then you guys are going to trace them. This is the word 3, and I like saying 3 because 3. That's the word 3, and it says 3 sandcastles. So when it's coloring time for you, you're going to color in your 3 sandcastles. I like this seal right here. He's pretty cool looking too. We can color him in. And as always, on the top of your page, you're going to write your name. So when this worksheet comes to Miss Sheila, I'll know which one of you did it. All right, so name on the top. We're going to trace our 3s. 1, 2, 3. And I like the number 3 in October because when we talk about a triangle, which is the shape of the month, it's 3 sides. So put our thumbs together, our pointer fingers up. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. How can you tell? How can you tell? It has 3 sides. It has 3 sides. Triangle, triangle. So 3, you can remember 3 by a triangle, and a triangle has 3 sides. It could be 2 really long sides and 1 short side connecting it. It doesn't matter as long as it has 3 sides. That's a triangle. All right, so that's our number 3 worksheet. We're tracing, and then we're coloring our 3 sand castles and our seal in the middle, and remembering our name on the top. Okay, it's not a race, take your time. Let's move on to 5 little pumpkins, and you're gonna need your scissors for this. Remember, scissor safety, they're pointing down. The oval is on the bottom, the circle's on the top. The oval is for your fingers, and the circle's for your thumb. So on our sheet right here, if we look on the bottom where our scissors start, the picture of the scissors, we're gonna cut the bottom pumpkins off. I'll do it this way so you can see me. We're gonna cut right along here and cut the pumpkins off. All right, we're gonna put this part of the worksheet aside. Now, on the top that we're putting aside, there's the song that we sing, or the poem that we do, not a song. You could do it as a song. The one I do in class is a little different than this poem, and the one I've probably done on videos. I always do 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are bats in the air." The third one said, "We don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run, let's run." The fifth one said, "Ooh, Halloween is fun." And ooh went the wind, and out went the lights, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. So that's the one that we do in class, and I think I've done that before with you. But if we look at the top of this page, and Mommy and Daddy can read this to you, it says 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There's a chill in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run, let's run." The fifth one said, "We're ready for some fun." So ooh went the wind, and out went the lights, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. So this was a little different. This is kind of one that you could do all through October, and then the one I did is talks about Halloween. So we are going to take these 5 pumpkins, and we are going to cut them on the dotted lines, the dashes. And when we're done, we're going to have 5 squares. And the pumpkins are going to have numbers. All right, and we are going to find number 1, our first pumpkin, and we're going to put it on the top of the first fence post that we see. So we're going to hunt for our number 1, and our number 1 is just a plain pumpkin. You see some of them are bumpy, or some of them have, remember they called them warts. We're looking at different kinds of pumpkins. And we're going to take our first pumpkin, and we're going to put some glue on it. And we're going to put that on our first gate post, on our fence or gate post. But if you wanted to do what I did, and you don't have to do what I did, but when we play this game, I have Velcro. So if you wanted to, you could take them on and off. You would just have to use something that, isn't permanent glue. Okay, then we're going to go on to our second gate post, and we're going to look for our number 2 pumpkin. And our number 2 pumpkin is bumpity. Look at this guy. So we're going to put some glue on the back of our number 2 guy, and we're going to put him on the second gate post. Okay, and the third one said, "But we don't care," so we're going to look for number 3. Number 3 looks like a tiny little one to me. He's kind of like a sugar baby. A sugar baby pumpkin. Do you remember that? Like the ones that we got from our virtual field trip. All right, we're going to take our number 3 and we're going to put it right on our post here. So we're halfway done. We have 1, 2, 3, and we're looking for number 4. And number 4 is taller and skinny. So here's our number 4, and I think it has those little warts on it that, remember those pumpkins that my friend the farmer was talking about in our video? They were wart pumpkins. Okay, so number 4 is going to go right on our 4th gate post. And number 5. Number 5, I think, is the biggest and roundest. And we're going to put number 5 on our last gate post. Put that right up here. And there's our number 5. Now, when all this is done, when you've glued them all on and they're in the right order, now we're going to take our crayons or our markers and we can start coloring them in. And you can color them any color you want, because remember when we were on our field trip, we were talking about blue pumpkins, and I know you have them out on your post or your porch outside, so you guys know that. So one of my pumpkins I'm going to make blue. Okay, I'm using my markers today. I haven't used my markers in a while. I'm going to color all my stems in brown. And then you can go back when it's time for you to color. You can go back and you can color them whatever colors you want. I think my bumpity lumpity number 2 pumpkin I'm going to make orange. But you can decide on that. All right, so we're counting to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for our 5 pumpkins sitting on the gate. All right, I'm going to put that aside, and you can put that aside for when it's time to color. All right, and we are going to do our Bible lesson. And right here on our page it says to fold. So we're going to fold it in half like this. And it says, fold the page to show scene 1 and draw Megan's face to show how she felt for not obeying, and color the picture. So scene 1, while I'm reading, you can be coloring this, but don't color in her face, because the clues to how her face should look are going to be in what I'm reading. And then it says, fold the page to scene 2 and draw Megan's face to show how she felt after she told God and her mom that she was sorry. So again, we can go in and we can start coloring this, but we're not going to color in Megan's face until we find out how she felt after she told God and her mom that she was sorry. So you can go ahead and start coloring while I'm reading out loud. Megan is sorry. Goodbye, Mrs. Martin called Megan. The children were going home from kindergarten, and Mrs. Martin waved. Goodbye, Megan. I'll see you tomorrow. Megan started to walk down the street, and she was glad she was big enough to walk home from kindergarten alone. Megan, Megan, wait up, a voice called. Megan's friend Molly was running to catch up with her. Together, the 2 girls walked down the street. I got a new dollhouse and some new furniture, said Molly. Come to my house and I'll show you. I have to go straight home after kindergarten, Megan said. Molly said, it'll only take a minute. I just want to show you. Okay, Megan said, but I can't stay. Molly brought the new dollhouse and the new furniture to the backyard. Then she brought the dolls out for the dollhouse. Megan and Molly were having fun playing when Megan realized that she had been there for a long time. I have to go home, Megan said. She picked up her sweater and she ran down the street. And when she got home, her mom was gone and the house was locked. She sat down on the front step and she wondered, where was Mommy? Where did she go? Soon Mom came up the walk and she was frowning. Megan, where have you been? I stopped at Molly's house to see her new dollhouse and furniture, Megan answered. Mom sat next to Megan. You're supposed to come right home from kindergarten, Megan, she said. And when you didn't come home, I thought something happened to you. I was out looking for you. You didn't obey. They went into the house and Megan sat in her bedroom while Mom fixed lunch. And she thought about what Mom had said. She knew she hadn't obeyed and she was sorry. She wanted to obey her mom. She knew Jesus wanted her to obey too. So Megan prayed and she said, "Dear God, I'm sorry I didn't obey. Help me to do what Mom says. In Jesus' name, amen." Then Megan went to the kitchen and she put her arms around Mommy. "I'm sorry I didn't come straight home." Mommy gave Megan a hug. "I forgive you, Megan," Mommy said. "I know you'll remember next time." Together they sat to eat lunch and Mom thanked God for the food and for that and for her girl who wanted to obey. All right, so what did Megan do? Where did she go after kindergarten? She was supposed to go straight home, but she stopped somewhere. Right, she stopped at Molly's house. And why did she want to stop at Molly's house? What did Molly say that she wanted to show her? She wanted to show her the new dollhouse and the new furniture. And why was Megan's mommy looking for her? Probably because Megan's mommy knows how long it takes to walk home from kindergarten, and when it was later than that, she started to worry. Mom thanked God for the food, and what else? Mommy said, "Thank you for our lunch, and thank you for her girl that wanted to obey." Because Megan was sorry, what did she do? Do you remember? She prayed to God and said she was sorry to God, and then she went out and she hugged her mom. So if we go back to scene 1, when she's sitting in the bed, this is after she went over to Molly's house and Mommy said, "I was worried about you. I didn't know where you were." So how do you think her face is going to look here? I'm going to get a brown marker. I'm going to put some eyes and her nose. And I think maybe she was sitting and she was sad. She was really sad because remember in the story she said, "I want to obey." And that's why she asked God to help her. And then if we flip over to scene 2, this is when she's running up to Mommy and she says, "Mommy, I'm so sorry." And this is after she's prayed to God. So how do you think she felt when she told God and Mommy she was sorry? So after you do something wrong, and you go up and you say, "I'm sorry," and you can see the smile on her face and how happy she is. All right, I'm going to put this aside, and you can reread that with your mom and dad. It's a good story, right? Okay, the last thing that we are going to do is read a pumpkin countdown. A pumpkin countdown. "It's our pumpkin patch field trip," shouts Chip. "Yippee! Woohoo!" They look like they're pretty excited about it, right? "There are 20 name tags to make, and 19 kids plus Ms. Blue that are going on the field trip. There are 18 kids on the bus because somebody was late. Now all 10 seats have 2. Okay, here we go." I guess everybody's on now. "There's 17 orange things that our name tags are made out of." What does it look like they're made out of? Or made into? What shape? Pumpkins. "And guess 16 things that you'll see on your field trip." Look at all these things. Guess 16 things that you can see on your field trip. Some of the things that we saw too, right? 15 Pumpkin Street. So now we're on the number 15 and we look up, it's 15 Pumpkin Street, and 14 cars got here before us. In the parking lot, counted 14 cars. 13 pumpkins point the way. Look at all these different pumpkins. And you can see some of the names of the pumpkins are like, this is the Cinderella pumpkin. Remember we talked about that? There's that blue pumpkin. And Jack Be Quick. Jack Be Quick is the the little tiny pumpkin. And I think this one, oh, here's the Atlantic, the giant pumpkin. This is the one where we see the most that we make jack-o'-lanterns out of. Welcome to the pumpkin patch, said the farmer. There's 12 pets in the petting zoo. We're on number 12. There's 12 pets in the petting zoo for them to see. The bunny hopped away, but the pony galloped. Still 12 pets in the zoo. Look how the pumpkin grows. Now this is just like when the farmer showed us the paintings on the farm in the beginning. This is how our pumpkin grows. And there's 11 bees in the beehives over here that we're getting honey from. 11 bees. There's a maze, and in the maze there's 10 scarecrows. So if we look through the maze, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 scarecrows. We sit 9 on each side in the tractor that's going to take us out to the pumpkin patch. Here's our farmer. And he's taking us out to the pumpkin patch. It's pumpkin picking time. Wow, look, there are pumpkins everywhere. Look at all the friends at the pumpkin patch. 8 orange pumpkins that are tall and 7 yellow pumpkins that are bumpy. 6 pumpkins that are green and white. And lots that are just right. Five tables times 4 and 3 bites of pumpkin pie. Those are 5 tables times 4 for the 20 people on the field trip. And they're taking 3 bites of pumpkin pie. Here's our bus again. Our buddies line up 2 by 2. They have partners. 2 by 2. And Mrs. Blue knows 1 pumpkin song on our bus trip home, and we sing along. 20 pumpkin pies on a wall. 20 pumpkin pies. Take one down and pass it around. 19 pumpkin pies on the wall. That's a fun song, right? And the children are asking, can we decorate our pumpkins tomorrow? We had fun at the pumpkin patch thanks to our farmer from Ms. Blue's class. I guess they took all those pumpkins from the pumpkin patch and they made jack-o'-lanterns. All right, boys, that is it for today. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for our quick lesson and our Zoom call. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.